call. Allah, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Makakadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of well. I am not a member, however, I have entered into their labors. Peace and mercy to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. At you with another quick one during the week. And here we go. So, a Bossier State Trooper was arrested for doing what? I'm telling you. Oh, a twofer. Because I was going to say it's either kids or dogs. And it's really about innocence. So when the scriptures tell you the devil come to steal, kill, and destroy, that includes things and people that cannot defend themselves. That is there. Now, this is the nature. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, I came across so many of these in a single setting. I probably have to do another every accusation is an admission of guilt compilation or something like that. I don't know, but there are so many. And I wish that I could say, ignorance is bliss. I wish that I could say this is surprising. I really do. What does Job say? Is it Job 13? Let's see. Dogs of my flock. KJV. I think it is. It's Job 30:1. We'll go to that. Let's go to that right fast. Oh, don't start overheating. Every time, man. Whatever. I'm going to try to make this quick. Alright, so let's go to Job 30. Oh. At the top, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. All right, and that's being turned on its head. The very thing, all of the accusations, everything that we as Jake, and especially the head tribe, especially so-called black men, have been everything under the book. Cannibals, super predators. Oh, the most recent one is these other names, they think we Viltrumites. Right? These Asians, these Ammonite, they think we from Viltrum. And they have no idea. They are closer than they think to what the real deal is, right? But I'm gonna let this play, and we'll get some additional scriptures. But again, this is only meant to be maybe 6 or 7 minutes. All right. So let's see what Buddy got to say. We'll get our scripture as we go.
I guess y'all thought last week's video about the Houston lawyer that got caught fornicating with his dog was a one-off. But no, there's a pattern. There's a history. White men love dogs.
And children.
Love kids.
Yep.
They some deviants, fam. Sexual deviancy, fam. Look, a Bossier State Trooper was arrested for having sex with the canine dogs he was training. And child pornography. Dogs and kids, bro. And then that's even worse. He was training these dogs. These are his co-workers, cuz. These fucking other officers, bro. Because soon as a police dog go to the academy and they lock that little cage up inside the academy, he an officer.
And I love innocence. I love children. I love animals. I'm not very fond of reptiles, but I would never hurt an animal. So to hear these things, how your shit even get, how you prepped and ready to march, trying to put it in a dog, man. A fucking dog. And now, God, I can't even get the words out. And the things like this are being brought to the forefront. For one, not only because the Lord said that He would make Eber, but this also pulls on on those strings to where you're just like, how long, oh Lord? The Lord wants you. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. If you don't hear nothing else, I'm gonna tell you something right now. The Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, wants your prayer. He don't need them, right? And the scriptures tell you, He can raise up these rocks. And I'll get that. Now let me get that too. But those prayers need to go up. That sighing and crying at Ezekiel 9:4, is it 4 and 9? I think it's 9 and 4. Sigh and cry for the abominations thereof. I think it's 4 and 9. Dang. Let me get. Yeah. Ezekiel 9 and 4. Always go with your first good, I suppose. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sighed and that cry for all the abominations thereof that be done in the midst thereof. This is an abomination, if there ever was one. And according to the law, now you and every dog that you did stuff with, they got to go, according to the law. But of course, we're in Babylon, earth given into the hands of the wicked, and although the curses are being transferred unto them and they are being made bare, they are being exposed, and all the accusations that you try to put on us are starting to see that the truth was that it was about them. Because, even Satan can transform himself into an angel of light, as the scripture says. These rocks, that's the one I needed. Let me let him finish, all right? Because that was the one we raise up these rocks, is the other one.
He a cop, so yeah, you was having sex with other officers.
And furthermore, that's how you can understand that true justice will never be here in this place until the return of the Lord. How are the people that are supposed to uphold the law the worst of the worst? From local, right, municipal, to state, to federal. These are the worst people.
Nasty. You nasty. And why is he on here trying to look so hard on the picture? Like, yeah, I did it, goddammit. Like, what the fuck? It's no.
Yeah, that's the same look Falsey had on his face. When they was doing that, and on one of those headlining, his text messages that came out.
Remorse in his face, like he don't give a damn. Look at the eyebrow over here. It's kind of extra high. And shit. Damn shame. Shout out to I think Lionel's show.
Okay, well he ain't saying nothing else, but yeah, that pride goes before destruction. And that's what the Lord wants you, devils, at the height of your pride, to where you feel as if you are untouchable. Alright, so let's get the rock. What did I say? I'll raise up these rocks. And just a reminder, I said, the Lord wants your prayers and, wants you to sigh and cry, but He doesn't need us. He doesn't need anything. Okay, so that's why I'm going doubling back and getting this one. Matthew 3 and 9, I'll just read it from here. And think not to say within yourselves, we have Abraham to our father, and this is Yahweh Shai talking to, I believe, the Pharisees, and one of their many back and forths about them trying to catch him up and bait him, and literally do these Edomite tactics. Right, and that is another reason why when he says, when he speaketh the lie, speaketh of his own, you are of your father the devil, and he was a liar from the beginning, a murderer from the beginning. That's why he was telling them that. They had those Edomite tactics trying to bait him, right? Throw rocks and hide the hand type shit, man. Okay, well, let me read this. And think not to say within yourselves, we have Abraham to our father. For I say unto you that Yahweh is able of these stones to raise up children unto Abraham, right? So you cannot hide behind your heritage, okay, for salvation. At least, in the first go around. You can't hide behind your heritage. You can't hide behind the contract. God, I can't get my words out. I'm still mad about this, this thing. But they trying to operate within the old contract, and Al-Shai came and said, "Look, man, I'm the amendment. Like this is we ain't doing away with it, but look at me, lean on me. It's me. I'm the amendment to this. You want it fulfilled? Take this road." And they was like, "Who is this? Ain't this that carpenter's boy?" And you know how niggas do, right? And that is what this book is by us for us. You know how niggas do. It sounds just like him, like them. What else did I say? We got that. Pride go before destruction. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and read. We'll close it off on Obadiah. That's a good one to end it on. Too far. Yes, sir. Sometimes I be tripping, man. Hold on. Obadiah. There we go. You down with OBD, not OPP. You know, we ain't rocking with that. Anyway, trying to lighten the moment, you know, because I really am. This if it's one thing I cannot stand is for people and animals or anything that cannot defend themselves being taken advantage of. And I look forward to the day where this is just wouldn't even be a thought. There's something like this wouldn't even come across it wouldn't even be in the vocabulary. Alright, this is the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith Yahweh power concerning Edom. Woe too. Yeah, we have heard a rumor from the Lord. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Alright, I'm going to skip to 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, and that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, right, doing what thou wilt, whatever you want, to whom, or whatever you want, right, disenfranchising, screwing up the earth, unbelievably massacring the most beautiful creation that we will ever see. Well, I can't say that. I bet there are different galaxies and planets and everything. But all in all, Earth, especially Babylon, America is a beautiful land. But we'll never see it again because of the mismanagement of a bestial brute, a cretin, a troglodyte. Let me finish verse 3 and we'll close it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, we read 3, I'm going to read 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence I will bring thee down, saith the Lord. So with that being said, Shabbat Shalom. We're coming to the end of it. Wednesday evening will be the new Sabbath, starting at the beginning, indicating or signifying the beginning of the new month, all right, on the Hebrew calendar, not the Julian or the Gregorian, right? So with that being said, man, Shalom.